welcome. Very good morning to Marcy on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. A big Saturday morning. And something also. And the Yaba Bishi go the Amawa has on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Again, my main far Kenya also to say congratulations to all of you and now. Moody a 16 odd code and a 10 odd code no on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. And that's so the team no Atanase from our matching way. They've sat down, done the analysis, looked through the games. I'm taking some out. I coach you about 3 steps of people going through before it gets to me, and I do the final proofreading before we put them out. The end get the quotes. I say next Sunday, go pick up those quotes and Koku Trebi. So the and then you made by the time my boys now celebrating, everything was going to be fine. Like maybe I make kind of a vampire say Eradia or greens in so a good coat so about to be in Eddie Aguso Eddie Amaya. Ha, a Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I mean, fun seven Bebrina and from because and some of the Bebri El Horman team my friend FC Barcelona. Jumano. Jumano, come. And then Oko in front of Mundo Deportivo, almost say reaction. Talking about reaction, send about Safone that form by a goal to 0. Na almost per crime be so Eddie Ashego. Na almost hear some form of motivation. Our boys not at the moment. Femi Lopez and our brand friend Rafinha. And a Juman baby, I leave it during there. I doubt 7 Madrid can do anything and take the league away from them. Inter force Barca and the ball in the Champions League on Tuesday. So a short game, against team my friend Hellas Verona. So it was a game where Inter got a job done by a goal to 0. Napoli away against Lecce and say Jumano by a goal to 70. In the Italian Serie A, Napoli up by 3 points, whilst in the Spanish La Liga, Barcelona up as of this morning a meeting commanded by 7 points until say Real Madrid for a bomber game. And I do think that in terms of the Spanish La Liga there, the season is gone. And the cup of team my friend FC Barcelona for the whole season they have dug deep and then gotten the job done. And you need to give them a lot of credit. So now Barca players on numbers this season it has been super. Obit say Rafinha and then this season the numbers over 52 games our ball or 31 goals, 22 assists for Brantier friend Rafinha. I know the data of Brantier friend Rafinha in the games our bought this season. Definitely see the Ballon d'Or commoner. You need to bring in the name of a Brantier friend Rafinha. Why? Super, literally one of the most complete footballers in the Albania. I'm a brother Barca. He has somebody to help them to re-engineer and get a win in that game against Rayo Valladolid. A Brantier friend Rafinha. If we bench nearby, and the Babaye Juman Emma team my friend Barca. At 58 points, Master stands now 58 goal difference, plus 58 goal difference. And a Barca for staggering goals for Machine a little bit too much. 79.7 points off team up. Your friend FC Real Madrid over there. And for the on the part of FC Real Madrid, and now our new coach, your friend Xabi Alonso, Obabe take over Jumana. And now he told Bayern for Leverkusen for officially so on free team my friend Bayern for Leverkusen or joining team your friend FC Real Madrid. Everything I say Xabi Alonso he has done it last season and then this time. I mean for a very long time Bayern Leverkusen no German Bundesliga and idea Bayern for Leverkusen last season 18 major can't get see of Xabi Alonso. But Madrid for a serious reinforcement. Team. Obi inspire boys now next season to compete and go head to toe with team my friend Real Madrid for. I don't think convincing a brand here your friend Xabi Alonso, who is a Madridista himself, although he was born in the Basque region of Spain but a Madridista because of my team my friend FC Real Madrid convincing and say no mbrambe je adwuma ne na abranti a yefre no Jabi Alonso e catcher Bayern for Leverkusen for say he's going to move on. He is going to move on. Na BBI kama. Madrid hona whispers are eba and he said I say abranti friend Rodrigo Gosh no on shedding the appeal and then the love and the recognition Vini Inya. Of course, Vini a bigger player. Of course, Brenta friend Mbappe a bigger player than him, but honestly a more effective, or also very effective, equally effective than any word, and when Madrid for he stands up and he gets counted. I say Rodrigo Nwankasa in the enter, they don't understand. Now there are a lot of things that we are saying. Who would love to have a branch friend Rodrigo goes. It starts from Josep Guardiola. About 2 seasons ago, now all pair branch friend Rodrigo Goes. I want to wing on him for him to come in left wing. Very, very important player. Efficiency, outlet. Sometimes we saw belong to somebody in those channels and he can do that job. The hold up plane and say, hey, Papa. Now, you're very good in that close control and tight spaces. Now, the most important thing for him and the versatility. Now, we'll do box to the finishing instinct of a striker, a branch friend Rodrigo Goes. It will be now teams Manchester United, Man City, Chelsea, and himself Rodrigo Goes will be a big catch. No Munyana. They'll definitely will want to prize him away from team and friend Manchester City and then bring him to England. I want to what to see. Yeah, says Rodrigo a push. Madrid can sell a branch friend Rodrigo Goes for somewhere close to somewhere around 80 million pounds. And I'm betting 80 million euros, somewhere around 60 million pounds. And I'm betting a branch your friend Rodrigo Goes. We'll see if that is exactly what is going to happen. And I say Rodrigo Goes Everton team, your friend FC Real Madrid. It is only a matter of time. And now we heard from Germany, say buying for stepping up, say almost really the deal for Chelsea for attacker friend Christopher Nkunku. Makawa saying Nkunku here, why not drink say Bona Obama Chelsea no Abawi and Koye joining Chelsea for hoping that he can really take the English Premier League by storm. But it has not been a good time now Christoph Wend or the sporting director for team and friend FC Bayern Munich I started in Komoma contacted Christopher Nkunku Busianes convincing them say I'm a person they call team and your friend FC Bayern Munich now. Chelsea will be opening selling a brand to your friend Christopher Nkunku, but only at the right price. Michelle TNA only at the right price. And at Chelsea for never turn a brand here, your friend Christopher Nkunku. I won't turn at any exorbitant price. Yeah, just surprising here. Surprising and yeah. I won't turn a brand here, your friend Christopher Nkunku. The decision made in Nkunku the one against Obeko, the movie for Chelsea. Now plenty goals said the deal is on, and they are sure on Bayer Jumano to bring in a branch here, your friend Christopher Nkunku. Our home sending by BBR, a Kama. And the man very, very important player. But stands now there. They need extra a different club over there. German Bundesliga they won and idea Viviano ever koso kama and then the 2 games ever koso on Wednesday our Champions League, Luis Enrique Paris Saint-Germain team and Arsenal team in Asia. Now both teams now this weekend Elusia now. Luis Enrique Lucy to Strasbourg and team your friend Arsenal Lucy and to team your friend Bournemouth on Inter Eshe Barca Eshe. I mean it's almost poised for a big one in terms of the Champions League conversation. And then a big game Chelsea versus team your friend Liverpool now. A game a lot of interest. Enzo Maresca didn't come on, Marco Creia didn't come on, Jadon Sancho didn't come on, Trevor Chalobah didn't come on. Oh, Biaoya attached to the game there didn't come on. And Chelsea for the winning said if they will get a chance to qualify for Champions League in India, they need to beat Liverpool for now. The record against Liverpool in about 10 games, 7 draws and 3 losses, and at Chelsea they struggle against Liverpool team. But this time, Chelsea are trying very hard to say unbeaten the results now against Liverpool for when they come to the Stamford Bridge. And now at coach a friend of Anna Slot Echirichimu Ekachobia said put him obey a lot of rotations on the team, no be rotation be players team be now. After pretty much press conference, no much about Brent your friend Marco Crea, no be saying say kuku na saying na who Chelsea game na on team your friend Liverpool ebebo Gami Adam China. No say a clear they won the league and they deserve the guard of honor. We need to do it. But once the game starts, we go for our objectives. We try to fight with everything and fight for 3 points. That is like summer Abrantia, your friend Kukrea. Just this week we have Kukrea open up video be out open up on any Claudia. Almost cast no mobile. Realizes some money autistic and I know money mushy and they had to learn a lot and that time and all struggle. The family was robbed at some point in time at one point in time. Times were very, very hard for him. And there was a time where Chelsea and or go through some really hard times by him over there. Wait to see how things are going to go on. And from there, with respect to Chelsea, the Champions League race now ever cut down to the wire like Danny Murphy, Eka. The feeling is that Chelsea will just squeeze in the beneficiaries of the 5th place being good enough this season and the slump in form for Nottingham Forest, whom they meet on the final day of the season. Our City gone, and I think some big game never also our the final day of the season and the City gone. It be a very important part for Chelsea Football Club if they are able to go in and get Champions League and then and you're made. A big game, very big game. Enzo Maresca, all of the games that was started Romeo Lavia and then Moises Caicedo together. No, Onya sa midfield balance no. Onya sa midfield domination, ultimate control game here, and he looks as he said, and on the best midfield balanced pair. It will feel if you want to or the year Juma. Danny Murphy also and an Odin was only Cole Palmer and Moise Caicedo have justified on a hefty price. No, I don't agree with Danny Murphy because Abrante Enzo Fernandez has been brilliant this season for Chelsea for and they've played some very good stuff for themselves. And then it's in the bear, Nyaman Elcon Chelsea for would have to do more to break down Liverpool for and then get the job done over him. And then call the Athletic didn't come about Chelsea for and the role of Abrantia, your friend Romeo Lavia, and in common with he said Charlie, the progressive ability of Romeo Lavia top notch and Lavia's progressive passing talent make Maresca ball much more watchable for supporters as long as his body holds up. No? That's the most important thing. Say Abrantia friend Romeo Lavia ever fit because or a natural progressor of the ball. He likes to play in between the lines. And so I Chelsea for says Ayana a lot of care is being taken in terms of breaking the lines because everybody's scared. The best one at it level call, but also usually he's playing out of the CCB and his angles don't really favor him. And as a sometimes or a low in confidence because of the losses now, and he goes down more considered and it affects him. But with Romeo Lavia, it gives Chelsea a lot in terms of getting the best out of the team and playing well and getting on the team to dictate the pace of Manchester. And a very important spot for them. Chelsea have picked up 17 points in my last games and that's exactly what they are doing. Enzo Maresca said said the pivot and the base pair of Lavia and Caicedo are the best in getting the job done. After their 2-1 win in October, Liverpool are looking to complete their first league double over Chelsea since their title winning 2019-2020. Liverpool ends their league double against Chelsea. That they is just one. Now so Chelsea and Liverpool for 2 seasons last season against Mauricio Pochettino. Chelsea came close, they didn't get it. It was super unlucky. I think that this is the time at Chelsea. Even the all important win against team my friend in Liverpool to make sure say BBR come against team your friend in Liverpool for Chelsea need the win aggressively. Almost win to get a job done. I think that we be one of those matches Abrantia, your friend Cole Palmer, probably becomes the game for him. Game where he can influence play, he takes the pace of the games, play well on and off the ball, and then be the creative hub in Chelsea for Park. Hopefully, this become the game at Cole Palmer every taking charge and gets the job done. And a lot of Chelsea for are counting on him. And then who the statistics now, I was not surprised. Although said or struggle in terms of the form many goals recently. The numbers are super 20 plus goals. 15 plus assists, and it's matter. He's doing excellently well. Abrante's friend Cole Palmer over there for Chelsea Football Club. Nigerian Sancho say, we are finding form again. We are going into each game 100%, and we know what we have to achieve at the end of the season. The Premier League is so competitive. 1 week you can be third, the next week you will be sixth. Each game is crucial. Nigerian Ekosweka said, there are games we could have won and we missed those chances, but we are getting back into the rhythm again. It's going to be difficult next 4 games, but we are going to take it game by game, and hopefully we can get the results that we so desire. That is what Abrantia, your friend, Jadon Sancho, Chelsea for Atoto, I think said this one probably is going to be for Strasbourg. For Chelsea for have gone back to Brazil. I wouldn't come a player or one of the best young talents being El Brazil come on, not an attacker like Estevao William. Chelsea have made initial contact with Wesley's representatives expressing interest in securing his services. The Blues have prepared an offer for 20 million for Flamingo and are holding out at 35 million. Our branch and a friend Wesley, very, very good player, Paya Honoma, or in Ejuma, or the Brazilian Super League, El Honum over there. Lavia, again, will probably be, and like I've said, the get out of jail card, not for Chelsea for the specialty of passes through the opponent's midfield line, most often into Chelsea's teammates operating on the left half and right half space. Those passes are very unlikely to result in a direct assist, but they are crucial in attacking in Maresca's system. Lavia there, I can't say multiplying playmaker in any positional play manager, Biano, very, very important to them. Start of the season, Chelsea for Lavia, Chelsea's most important player. But from day one, I knew Lavia is our guy. Obabaka, or my team, no tempo, control, the stability, FIFA. Those big words are tactical to use in there, and they did quite the job. It's done. But more FIFA. My uncle could be Nicholas Jackson. So I say, they are closing in and getting the job. And I say, they be almost focusing on Sunday. It won't be easy, but nothing else. We will just fight for more and try to win the next one. That is what I'm bringing to Nicholas Jackson. 3 goals in just 2 matches since returning from injury, which is very, very good. Chelsea, superior goal difference, something that will help them a lot. More tracking data and AUC AI model to identify defensive structures and passes that go through them. Lavia, one of the only 7 midfielders with 500 or more minutes in the Premier League this season to have averaged 4.7 or more line breaking passes. Very, very crucial player. Chelsea trump card, Chelsea's secret trump card in making sure we win this game against Liverpool. Branch friend Romeo Lavia. China, the starting lineup in Yaba, that's a Romeo Lavia, agent and Fiifi-Manfred. Just know that Chelsea for are 1 step closer to making sure some shakes our game against Tima. Your friend Liverpool for very, very important. The jobber. My branch friend Romeo Lavia, and how good he can be. Super important stuff. At Chelsea for to make sure that things can go on well for themselves. And now I ran up a prediction. I say this is a big game for the weekend, especially for Chelsea. They have picked up some vital wins in the last few weeks. Even if the performance haven't been great, they have got some massive games coming up though. The pressure is really on them. There's complete free hit for Liverpool. But I think they would want to remind everyone just why they have won the English Premier League. I think so too. Of course, Abrantia, your friend Arne Slot would want to really impose himself in the matches and then gets the job done over there for him. There's skepticism within the game whether Chelsea, or tell you that Chelsea were looking to sign Van Dijk on a free before committing insult to Liverpool. But genuinely, why not go for Abrantia? A friend Kevin De Bruyne, of course. Kevin has shown a very important player. I will see it now. Chelsea for any Enzo Maresca didn't come up. In this moment, the main thing is to watch ourselves and be focused on ourselves. That's the main point. For sure, there are more clubs involved in the top 5, but for us, it's important to stay focused over there. For Enzo Maresca, say the mood is good, and I've said in a few weeks Now that's the matter, is how we manage our emotions. I think that Chelsea need to make sure say on manage our emotions, no, to see how things are going to go on from there. With respect to games now, Gavi told us he doesn't have any injury. He's fine. That should be the case. Gavi when against game now against Valladolid, that's what the coach, your friend Hansi Flick, but wait to see how things will turn out from there. Hey, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. We'll be back with you. In terms of the analysis now. As with Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube on the games that we've been able to play. We go again. Of course, after the Liverpool game, we go again with more analysis. But so then, we could code, and maybe and see you. Bye bye.